Fitness trend.
Mm.
Well, actually, I'm not gonna talk about fitness trend. Well, I can talk about like women before, like they don't want to kind of like do weight training, and then
Yeah,
now.
and I mean, right, pressing just record right now. And I mean, and I mean, like, fitness trends is, but like fitness is a trend right now because everyone is doing fitness all the time. When I go to the gym, I see like lots of people, like more than like 2 years ago. Or
Yeah, I think like people starting to look after themselves now.
something. Right,
Yeah.
but it's a good thing.
Yeah, of course it's a good thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's talk about it. But like like when you talk about fitness trend, like I don't know like trend, but like I can tell about like what you just say, like people started to go to the gym more now and
Right.
like look after themselves and stuff like that.
Okay. So, but then if you're talking trends, like what are people doing in the gym right now? I mean, what do you see people doing? Do you think that's a cool trend? That's nice, or like also be like, hey, with trends, it's always like maybe it's not always great. Maybe I don't know. People just do CrossFit, and then they're not looking at the form, for example.
Yeah. Like for sure, I think Thai people tend to enjoy more like those classes.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
they can come in and like having fun, the community and something like that. But I think like nowadays they started to like pay more attention in terms of like resistance training, like weight training.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then if you do this right, so then you would need to do this with like a trainer or something. You shouldn't be doing, or should you be doing this alone? You're like, hey, I see I follow all those fitness people on Instagram. I want to do the same thing. Let's just go. Or would you say you need to actually like be aware of what you're doing and have like coaching? Or
like I know there's like many fitness model out there.
Yeah.
And yeah, I know. And if you, I would say like if you never ever like exercise before, it would be safe to have a trainer for the beginning, and then later on you can.
How do I find a good trainer? Because without throwing any shade, but when I go to the gym,
I know, right? It's just
I'm not sure if every trainer is.
Yeah, this is like a tricky one, like because that person has a really good body, that doesn't mean that person is a good trainer.
Right.
So yeah, it's a tricky one actually, and not just I have a certification and it's not that as well.
Yeah, I think so too.
I would say like a good trainer would be like asking you like what was your goal, and then just decide a program and a diet that according to your goal. I would say that.
And he's going to tell you I'll help you get a 6-pack in 3 weeks.
That's BS. Anyway, if like
yeah. Okay.
So
fair.
Yeah, something like that. What do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I agree. So that's why I'm saying that when I go to the gym, and I like my gym, but when I go to the gym and I see like the PTs running around there, some are doing a great job, I think, but I think some are more like busy taking videos of their clients and actually giving them like actual advice.
Yeah.
So
I know, that's why I say it's quite a tricky one. Like sometimes you don't know like if this is a good trainer.
Yeah. Okay. So you basically have to figure out like whether or not they like look at you individually and giving you like a personalized kind of training thing, or they say, okay, what are your goals, and then they personalize your plan and not just go like some random plan that they give everybody. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Fair.
We're not talking now, are we?
We are already talking. Of course, we're talking.
Okay. I thought you just kind of like like a testing with me.
No, right. See, I'll make you feel comfortable, and it's already.
Oh my God, I hope that's okay.
It's already recording, of course.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have like a fancy intro later on when we know what we talked about.
We're
gonna add some fancy intro.
What am I talking about? Okay, I thought you just.
So not cutting this, by the way. No, it's just
okay.
Things off. Yeah, of course, we're talking already.
Are we actually talking? Okay.
See, it's smoothly gliding into it. See, no tension, no nothing. It's just like no, not nervous. Just
okay.
Just
so just to recap, okay.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
To find a good trainer.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, just make sure that person doesn't have just a good body, and a certification is good as well, so that at least like they know about the anatomy of your body,
right?
And so you're not gonna like low risk to get injured, and for sure they have to know like what is your goal,
Right.
and not just I'm gonna give you a 6-pack within 3 weeks, which is yeah.
Right. And okay, so that's how you get a good trainer, and when you have a good trainer, then you can start working out, and then you learn stuff, you learn the right form, and and you learn that it's not always about like lifting heavy, but also about like lifting with the right form.
No, because this happened to me like when I first started as a trainer. I think lifting heavy is kind of like it's cool, and
Right.
I can lift heavy, and I still see like many guys and girls as well.
Yeah.
Lifting heavy
Yeah.
without actually having a good form first. It's not about
Right.
how much weight you lift. It's about a form. So once you have a strong foundation, then you can.
Yeah. I agree, unfortunately. I mean, I also when I went to the gym in the beginning, like, I try to lift as heavy as I can, as fast as I can.
Yeah.
And now that I'm a physical therapy, shout out to my physical therapist boss. he's reducing the weight more and more. I'm like, dude, I can lift heavy, and he's like, yeah, but your form is terrible.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
nothing offense, is it about like ego that men, because like
Definitely it's ego.
I when I was teaching classes, like back then,
Right.
like men, they would just kind of like go and like look for the heaviest weight.
Yeah,
And like for girls, it was like, oh, I'm just gonna grab the little one, and it's like, okay, guys, you're gonna lower your weight, and then girls, you can lift heavier than that. Yeah.
But if girls lift heavy, they get big arms right away. That's what they think.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but now I think it's shifted a little bit. Like they know that it's not going to get that bigger.
Right.
Yeah.
I worked as a volleyball coach like before, like back home in Germany. Like we had I trained like some volleyball teams, like guys and girls. And when I made the girls like do like push-ups and stuff, they're like, can I not do the push-ups? I'm like, why? I don't want to get too big. I wish it would work like this. I wish I did like 10 push-ups and I would look like a Hulk. That would be amazing. Okay, but we started talking about trends.
Yeah.
What trends are there right now? Do you see any kind of exercise that's taking over right now? So for example, I mentioned CrossFit, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but hey, cool for all CrossFitters. you do your thing. Like all the 700 reps with the bad form.
Yeah.
But are there any other trends that you see?
For the trend right now, I would say women tend to like in terms of weight training, resistance training, because like back then they think that lifting weight gonna make them look huge, but now they know that lifting weight is gonna help them have like a nice body, like a toned body, not just look.
Okay. Okay, so lifting weights is like becoming like more of a thing for women. Okay. Any other things? Because like when I listen to fitness podcasts and I see like people doing fitness stuff like on Instagram and things, like what I see right now is like cardio wise, they're doing lots of like those, what's it called, Peloton, like those bicycle classes, which I find like interesting, because I think in my head it's like riding a bicycle in a fitness studio. I don't know, but I see so many people posting about it, so I'm just wondering if that works. And what I also see is like lots of like, so I started like a few years ago with like normal like weights, right? So you do like barbells, dumbbells, and so on. But right now I see like more alternative like weight stuff, a bit like battle ropes, for example, and things like this. What do you think about that?
You know what, I think like in general people start to look after themselves more.
Okay, yeah.
So and I would say not everyone likes lifting weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So some people might, like enjoy riding a bicycle, those classes. I mean, I'm not a big fan as well, but nothing offense.
Just be honest here.
Yeah, so I would say I think they just try to find the, like any activity that they like. Some people like to, like cycling. Some people like to join classes, doing body pump or something like that. So as long as you doing something and keep, active life,
I have to share something with you. Yesterday I went to Muay Thai training, and then at the end, like my Muay Thai coach actually asked me, so Sasha, do you know Tabata?
Yeah.
I started to laugh at him. I'm sorry. Sorry if anyone doing it. I know it. I did it. I know it's exhausting. I know it's
Yeah.
But after like
I haven't done that for a while.
After a Thai boxing session, I'm like, come on, man, I'm not Tabata, please. Okay, that sounds arrogant. I have
Do
to
we need
cut
to
it
tell
out. I
them
have to
what
cut it out.
what is
What
Tabata?
is Tabata?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at first when I heard the word Tabata, I was like, what is it? Some kind of dancing? It's like
Right.
so Tabata is like a what? It's like a short. It's like a high. It's like a
It's
hit.
like hit, right?
Hit,
It's a high
right?
intensity.
Yeah. I think it's like this guy from this guy. His name is Tabata. You know. So it's basically you work out in a very high intensity for
Right.
20 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you rest for 10 seconds.
Right.
And then you do it again.
Yeah.
So you probably do that for about, I don't know, like 5-6 minutes max.
Right.
But it has to be like very intense for 20 seconds
Right.
out of breath.
Right.
It's good, you know, like at the end of the session, it's kind of like kill it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good fun. Try it 20 seconds.
I didn't mean to sound arrogant right now or anything, or like I
Yeah.
just laughing because I usually do like
Yeah.
high intensity stuff like at Muay Thai,
Yeah.
and then he's like, do you know Tabata? I'm like, come on man, dude, we just punch each other in the face, you know. But I mean, props to everyone who does it because it's really exhausting. I mean, high intensity
Yeah.
hit training is really exhausting. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why so many people like it. I see also lots of classes being based on hits right now, right? So
Yeah.
like, those high intensity
Try
classes.
to get, you know, like people to, you know, pump and get the heart rate up.
Right. See, I'm trying so hard to get you to shit on like some fitness trends, but you're just not doing it. You're way too nice. You know, we need some aggression here on the podcast so that people can either love you or hate you. Don't be so nice. Don't be so nice. Damn it. I tried so hard with all those fitness trends. Last question about fitness trends, and then we move
Yeah.
on to like what you're actually doing.
Okay.
What about like how to call it like whey and stuff like the like additional nutrition like
Nutrition,
yeah
right?
like protein and things like this.
Okay.
Because I see that now it's 7-Eleven, right? It pops up everywhere. Where you have like
it's
whey
like-
shakes
yeah.
and stuff. Is that like what do you think? Is that a good that it's like available and be that lots of people drink it all the freaking time right now? What do you think?
Okay, so if you want me to talk about nutrition,
Yeah.
let's just say, you know, like there are many diets out there, right?
Yeah.
Like some people do like what fasting, keto,
Yeah,
you know, low carb, high protein. Anyway, I just want to say like there's no one size fit all. So you might see that, oh my god, you know, like that person he's doing these keto, you know, like
Right.
low carb, high fat, and wow, like that person lose a lot. But it might not work for you. So that's why I said if you just started on your fitness journey, it's
Right.
good to you know, talk to a professional, a
Okay.
coach or a trainer,
Yeah.
so that they can design, you know, a nutrition that suit you. Okay, so
Okay.
it's like that's basically suit your lifestyle.
Okay.
But I would say a good nutrition, it means try to have good nutrition into your body, which is you know, like carbs.
Yeah.
Try to have like a, you know, like multigrain,
Okay.
you know, like those that is not like white bread or something like
Okay,
that,
yeah.
so just rice. And
I'm sorry, Subways. Not coming anymore.
well, actually, you can still have Subway, but you know,
Just
like
not white bread.
yeah. And protein. So try to have lean meat. You know,
Right.
like chicken, fish, or you can
Right.
you can still have pork and beef.
Okay.
Just try to, you know, like avoid the fat.
Yeah.
And definitely a good fat. And I know like most women afraid of, you know, like having fat, but
Right.
actually fat is good.
Okay.
Fat is going to help you.
Hey, Burger King, I'm coming back.
Good fat,
Oh, damn
okay?
it.
So what is good fat? Like avocado, you know, like olive oil
Right.
and nuts. So yeah, basically try to have a whole food
Yeah.
that is not processed. You
Yeah.
know, rice, chicken, veggies, olive
Okay.
oil.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, so I understand. Like nutrition different
Yeah.
for everybody. You need to figure the right things out. Try to use like healthy stuff that's not processed.
Yeah.
Then no good fats, not bad
Yeah.
fats. Okay. What about my initial question about protein,
Protein,
and
yeah,
stuff like
sorry.
this? Because I just wonder
Protein, okay.
if that's like because it's becoming so mainstream right now. Like 3-4 years ago, it was like only guys in the gym would go like really hard. They would have like a protein shake, but now it's like 7-Eleven. Like people go for a run and then they buy the protein shake. I'm like, is that necessary?
Okay, I would say yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, in terms of, let's say, if you know that you're not going to have, you know, like enough protein on that day.
Yeah.
Let's say you exercise and then you don't have time to eat straight away.
Right.
Whey protein is good.
Okay.
Make sure that you have, you know, like the isolate one,
Right.
the real whey protein, because that one scoop is already 25 grams.
Yeah.
Okay. But I would suggest you have like a whole food first, you know, like from real meat.
Okay.
But let's
Real
say,
food first.
yeah, real food first. But if, you know, let's say if you, if that day you know that you're not going to hit your protein intake,
Right.
then whey protein is okay.
So
Yeah.
I should know my protein intake. Well, how do I figure out what my protein intake should be?
So for your, like, try to have like a protein every meal.
Yeah.
You know, like let's say in the morning you can have like 2 eggs.
Right.
So it's a size of your palm.
Right.
That would be good, like 100 grams
Okay.
of protein.
Okay.
And then lunch and then dinner.
Okay. Interesting. Maybe I have to rethink my protein consumption.
Yeah, because you know, like especially if you're trying to lose weight, you need to have enough protein to help you build the muscle.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
If you're trying to build more muscles, so
Yeah.
you need to like have like lots of protein. Otherwise you can not. Is it like it helps you recover also? Is that true?
Protein helps you recover, and protein gonna help you full for
Right.
longer, so
Okay.
that you're not craving for those, you know,
Okay.
like sweet.
What about all those, like, I mean, we're not going into like the pharmaceutical stuff right now, but what about all those others, like creatine and I don't know, is it necessary?
Creatine, I would say, it's not necessary for
Right.
someone who just started to, you know,
Right,
like exercise. Yeah.
Okay, so it's only if you like then going like advanced
Yeah, like if you,
bodybuilding.
I would
Okay.
say so. Yeah.
Okay, same with like the BCAAs and stuff like this. So it's
Again, just if you're not that advanced, if
Right.
you just started to, you know, like exercise and yeah,
so
not necessary.
focus on form and fitness first, and then
Yeah,
later
and then
on.
just eat enough protein.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, fair enough. Okay, all right. So still, I didn't get you to say anything bad about anything. I tried like BCAAs, where like lots of people hate it online, and I was like, maybe you're gonna say something mean or something, but no.
No, have a nice one.
You're just like, maybe don't think about it first, but all right, fair enough. We don't get her to shit on anything right now. She's too nice. If you want a nice coach. Yeah, are you always nice as a coach?
What do you mean by they're always nice? Like saying nice thing, or like being nice?
Positive encouragement and things, or
I
do you go like, don't quit now? Come on! What is your family? What would your family think about you if you quit right now?
Not really, but I'm giving my clients a tough love sometimes to
Okay.
kind of like wake them up a little bit,
Okay.
because sometimes you have to know when to be soft and when to be,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, but not like bam 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 all the time.
Okay. Because I only know you as a nice person. How is
Yeah,
it?
that's the bad side. Yeah.
What's the tough love? How do you do that? Like you figure out like what motivates them, or like how do you do that?
Well, like let's say, you know, like if they feel like, oh, I can't do this, and you know, like feel like giving up, then
Right.
just kind of like, you know, you need to kind of like, what do you really want?
Right.
Like in this kind of like, okay, maybe think back of your goal. What is your goal?
Right.
Like what
Okay.
what helps you started this journey in
Right.
the first place. And then sometimes, let's say, you know, like some clients say, oh, you know, like I've been doing this for a while, I'm not losing weight,
Yeah.
and nothing's working. It'll be
Right.
like, have you been following the process,
Right.
like everything, the exercise,
Okay.
diet, like be honest with yourself.
Yeah.
Because if not, then you can complain to me that it's not working.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that approach. You can, if you don't do stuff, you can complain. You can
Exactly.
complain if you're doing things.
Yeah,
You
because
can complain.
some
but if
people just, you know, oh, like they keep complaining, like this is not working. And it's
Right,
like,
right.
have you, like, are you really being
tried.
honest with yourself? Because if you do everything, if you follow the process,
Right.
yeah, then it's like, oh yeah.
Does it happen like frequently that the clients say, I can't do that right now? Because
No.
why I'm asking, just sorry, but why I'm
Yeah.
asking is like, I have, from my point of view, when I pay my trainers to train me, like I paid money for that right now. I'm not gonna stop because
Yeah.
it's like what I paid for.
Yeah.
And B, I don't want to quit in front of other people. So I just wonder, like, does it happen frequently? That people say, coach, I can't.
Not that often, but
Okay.
let's say if that still continue to, you know, like happening,
Right.
we would just kind of like sit down and revisit our goals.
Okay,
Maybe
fair.
the goal that you set is too high, you know,
Okay.
because like not everyone is going to be a fitness model, you know, like they have to
Hey,
work.
don't crush my dreams right now. I
I'm
was
just saying,
working
you know,
forward.
like-
I wanted to be like a hashtag fitness, hashtag fit girl.
Yeah. Like some people have to go to work, have kids, and you know, like busy life.
Right.
So like And I mean, you know, like to get to that point, you need to sacrifice. And
Right.
maybe if you know, like aim too high, like have a
Right.
6-pack and something like that, and if you know that, you know, in every day you can't really, you know, like do that, then maybe we just kind of like, okay, we set something that's more realistic for you
Okay.
so that you can achieve.
Okay, fair. Okay. Then are they then usually sad when you have to like reduce the goals?
No, this is kind of
Okay.
like, it's just kind of, you know, like a wake up call. Yeah,
It's
you're
like,
right.
okay,
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, see how you're smoothly transitioning like away from fitness trends towards like how you're coaching.
Like
and nice,
smooth.
right? Yeah. It's like how I mentioned it smooth so that everyone gets it. Like, see how I do it smoothly. Because you said when you're coaching, right?
Yeah.
You're not only like coaching like more or less like the body, like you're not only making them like lift weights and stuff. You say like it's also mind and you call it holistic coaching, which I
Holistic
really
coaching.
like.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of that term before? Like,
I mean, I'm from marketing. We do like holistic marketing.
what is holistic marketing?
Holistic 360-degree digital marketing strategies are the buzz.
Okay.
It's-
Maybe you can tell me more about that later.
No, because the buzzwords are enough. I mean, holistic just means like an approach like where you do everything that impacts the final outcome more or less, right? So
Yeah.
you want to be happy, so
Yeah.
you have to have like a holistic approach. Meaning that's what I'm thinking about now when
Yeah.
you said it. I'm thinking so you not only focus on like your physical fitness but also on your mental fitness,
Yeah.
right? Because it both comes together. Is it great?
Do you want me to talk about that?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm gonna ask you these. Do you know what's the difference between a coach and a trainer?
Feeling like on the spot right now, put on the spot. Between a coach and a trainer.
From what you think, what you know.
I would always think that coach is more than a trainer. Like from my experience, like when I was playing pro sports and stuff, I think the coach is like the one that has like the overall goal in mind, and the trainer is the one who focuses on like specific things. Like he will train me how I do thing A, thing B, thing C, but the coach is the one who makes like the overall strategy. That's what I would think of from my experience.
That's correct. You know, so so basically, a trainer would just kind of like, you know, like you go to the gym, they're telling you what to do. You
Right.
know, like you go from A to B, you have to move your body, this and that. Whereas the coach is not just the body.
Right.
You know, the coach like can see through you, like
Right.
you have potential, or you know.
Right.
So that's the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to say, like, actually, like when I had like for the first time I had like a real coach before. I think when I was teenager, I had like trainers who would do us stuff like, and then we got better at it, but they wouldn't look at like the whole overall like picture. Then when I had my first like real pro sports coach,
Yeah.
he would kick our ass during training, but then afterwards he would also like meditation with us and stuff like this, so that you're like calming down and that you're focused, that your mind is focused. Like, oh, that's different now. So I get what you're saying there.
Yeah.
So how do you do that though?
Oh, okay. So a holistic coaching for mind, body, and spirit.
Right.
Okay. I'm not talking anything religion. Okay.
Okay.
When I say no, because like when I'm starting to say meditation and spirit, people think, oh, are you talking about religion and stuff? No, not really.
Okay.
Because you know, like I believe to
You
have.
took away all my jokes now. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, because I believe that to have you know, like a strong body or like a transformation, it has to come from inside.
Okay.
Like inside out.
Okay.
That's why when I coach, you know, like my girls, I tell them to, you know, like meditate, journaling, start from inside first.
Right.
You know, working on the spirit, their mind, and then once the inside is, you know, like the mindset is right, then we can start looking for the physical stuff outside your body.
Okay.
Yeah.
How do you figure out what they need to change, like inside? Like, I think because when you look at the bodies, I think you can say, okay, they have like bad form, like they sit like this, or you figure out like they're a bit overweight, so you figure out like what to change. But how do you figure out like what to change like inside?
Okay. So for example, let's say if you come to me, let's say.
Right.
Okay, Miss Sasha, come to me. sorry.
That's what everyone thinks anyways. When they read my name, they're like, hey, there must be a girl. So yeah, no problem. I can. It's all right.
Okay, so like you come to me, oh, you know, like sorry, I want to build muscle. I want to, you know, look more confident and something like that. Then I would just ask you why you want to build muscle, why you want to, you know. And some people may just say, oh, because I want to look good.
Yeah.
But I would just kind of dig deeper than that, like why exactly?
I want to be an Instagram model.
Yeah. Then I want to be like, you know, like like ask them like why do they want these.
Okay.
So some people might say that, you know, because like they just don't feel confident anymore. You know,
Right.
like when they look at themselves on the mirror, they just feel bad about themselves.
Okay.
They don't even want to go out and socialize anymore. It's just kind of like
Okay.
a bit, you know, like
Okay.
inside.
Okay.
So that's how we start. So
Yeah.
once we know that, then it's easier now because it's just not just the outside, you know. So we have to work the inside job first,
Right.
and then
Okay, the inside job. Yes. Okay. But there, like, because I mean, I do understand what you're saying, but like when I think about like also like, because I mean, I work with people too, right? So I think like figuring out what people need or what they can do is very difficult. And then, I mean, there's not like one formula that you can use for everybody because everyone is different.
No, exactly.
And I simply assume that like people who are like more outgoing, it's easier to tell them, hey, you should do this, and they're like, yeah, okay, I try. But how do you get like people who are like more introverted? How do you get them like out of their shell and like to open up, for example? Because if you would ask me like, because I'm usually very introverted, except on podcasts, but usually I'm very introverted. And when people ask me, hey, what's the deal? I'm like, not gonna tell you.
Yeah. So well, first of all, you know, like we need to kind of like build rapport, you know, like for you to trust me. And what I like to ask for is just like, you know, like asking about like their goals.
Okay.
Like, you know, like what are your short-term goals 3 months from now? What are your long-term goals
Okay.
like 5 years from now?
Okay.
Just to kind of see that person, you know, like what they look in their life, you know. So that's.
Can they answer that usually?
Yeah,
Really?
like some people might not
I feel bad now.
Oh my god!
I can answer that.
Really? Okay, we need to work together.
5 years from now,
I know,
being
just like
rich and famous, ruling the world. I don't know.
Believe it or not, some people they don't even know like 3 months from now like what do they want out of their life. You know, just like I don't know what my goal. But some people they give you like a full A4 page. You know, like 3 years from now, 5 years from now. So that's the thing, you know, like and. Okay, sorry, I'm just kind of like jumping all over the place now. Like with setting goals, it's really important.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have goals in your life, if you don't have goals into losing weight or building muscle, what's the point? You're just gonna kind of like you don't know why you have to wake up early and go to the gym for.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Oh, you're making me think right now. Because the thing is, I'm like when you said like, oh, some people don't have a goal for like 3 months from now. I'm like, yeah, that's me. But then when now you said like with the gym example, I mean, I do have goals for the gym, so I understand what you're saying. So my goal is like doing Muay Thai fights.
Yeah.
And so in order to not get punched in the face too much, I have to go to the gym to get fit.
And same thing in life. Yeah.
So I'm like, that's so deep right now. Same thing in life.
You're getting somewhere now.
If I start crying at some point in this podcast, oh my god. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you set goals, do you visualize them, or do you make your clients visualize them, or do you just verbalize it?
So let's say first of all, you know, like when you set goal, maybe you can start from 3 months from now.
Right.
Let's say 3 months from now, what do you want in your life? It doesn't have to be fitness, okay? Because I believe that to be whole, you need to kind of like not just fitness is just a part of it.
I agree.
Yeah. So maybe 3 months from now you wanna increase your income, or maybe 3 months from now you wanna like go to Japan for the first time.
Okay.
It could be anything. So then I can kind of like I can see where you're going. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's really important. You need to write it down.
Okay, so it's visualizing like or at least
because when you have it in your head, I mean, it's just a picture. It's not going to become real.
Easy to adjust, right? When in your head you're like, I'll start tomorrow. And
because you know, like, and I was like that before. You know, like I asked people, do you actually write down your goals? And they're like, no, I just have it in my head. It's like, how are you gonna, execute those? It's just in your head. It's not even like tangible. You can't even touch it. But if you're starting to write it down, okay, so let's say, this is your goal.
Right.
Then you can kind of like break it down.
Okay.
You're gonna think of the strategies. The action, how to actually achieve those goals.
Right.
So,
That's exactly what I teach in my marketing classes. Should apply this to my own life too. Should not only talk about it. So many deep thoughts right now with you here. When you make them like write it down, or when you write down by yourself, do you hold them accountable for that later on? You say, hey, 3 months ago you wrote down those goals, and now look at where you are right now. And then,
just kind of because of like that the reason of writing goals, because you want to see, let's say maybe after a month we kind of we set that goal and see if you can achieve any of that. If not, then we have to look, okay, what are you missing here?
Right,
What
right.
we need to change for you to be able to,
Right.
you know, achieve those goals, because that's why we're writing goals for, so that we
Right.
can, you know, like measurable and
Right. If any of my students is listening to this, that's basically KPIs for life right now. So because in marketing also you look at like what do you do, what do you achieve, and then what do you have to change. Do you do like what's it called, vision boards and things like this? Do you do
Oh
that?
my god. Yeah.
Yeah. Why you say, oh my god?
No, I'm just feeling like I'm a bit weird. No, yeah.
No,
yeah.
I mean lots of people do that. So that's
Yeah.
and I think that's a good way to visualize.
Maybe
it,
some
no?
people don't even know what is a vision board, right?
Yeah. Well, how would you? I mean, for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
So basically, you can get, you know, like a big board.
Yeah.
And this is for my vision board.
Right.
Okay. So you can call your roadmap or whatever.
Yeah.
So basically, I stick whatever that I
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
in my life.
Uh-huh.
Either, you know, like places I want to go, or
Okay.
you know, like the body that I want,
Okay.
or you know, that pieces, and you just kind of looking at that
Yeah.
every day.
Okay.
And believe it or not, I would say like 80% of that I achieved
Okay.
from that vision board that I
Okay, so here we go. No, she's gonna hate me. So I had a discussion with like a friend the other day
Yeah.
about like the law of attraction. If you know that.
Of course.
Of course. So first of all, I don't believe in The Secret, the book The Secret. I don't believe in that at all.
Yeah.
I understand how this law of attraction, the idea of visualizing your dreams, makes you take action in
Yeah.
order to achieve those dreams. So I do understand that. I
Okay.
think it works. I don't think that just because you think it all the time and because you visualize it, that the universe will give something to you. So I don't think that. I agree that if you think about it, you visualize it, you take the appropriate actions because you want it. Now my question, however, is like when you have this vision board, right? I mean, you put like, what do you put on your vision board? Goals that actually are achievable, or I mean, I want to go to space, for example.
I don't put the space stuff there because it's I would say, you know, okay, how do I put this? It's like I would encourage everyone to just kind of, you know, like if you have a dream big or something.
If
like
you
that.
can dream it, you can do it.
Yeah.
Walt Disney. Sorry, cliche.
So what I put on the board, it is something that let's say there's the body. It's
Yeah.
kind of like, you know, like a nice chair, like I have to work for
Right.
it. So so make sure whatever you put there, you have the action plan for it. You know,
Yes.
just you know, go back to what you said before. I mean, you can visualize, you know, like until you turn blue, but like
Exactly.
if you're not doing anything toward that,
Mhm.
it's just a thought, you
Yeah.
know. So basically, you have to, okay, you visualize and then you take action.
Right. So, but then also those goals that you have, they must be somehow achievable. Because if you put on like goals that aren't really achievable, aren't you then just kind of like fooling yourself because you're like, I wanna go to space, stupid example, I wanna go to space, and but you can't. Or if you're aiming for going to space, maybe you achieve something else.
Okay.
Okay, really tricky right now.
No, I like it. Well, let's say if that's probably your highest goal,
Yeah.
going to space.
Yeah.
For example, you dream so high.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't go to that space. Maybe you might go to, I don't know, below than the space. But you know what I mean? Like if you aim high and if you can't really reach there,
Yeah.
worst case scenario, you might just kind of like fall down a bit, but you're still high up there, if you know what I mean.
Okay, no, I was talking about literally about space. You're taking it as a metaphor, so I understand what you're saying. But yeah, that also does make sense, and I'm not sure if you know that.
Yeah.
The book, one of my favorite books ever, it's actually up there. It's from Randy Pausch. It's called Last Lecture.
Okay.
Randy Pausch was like a professor at Carnegie
Yeah.
Mellon, and he was diagnosed with like cancer, and so
Yeah.
he would die, and he's like, what am I going to do? Like, what do I, he has 3 children and a wife.
Yeah.
He's like, what am I going to do? What will I leave my family? If a painter would know he would die, he would paint one last picture. If a musician would know he died, he would record one last song. Okay, I'm a professor. I'm going to give one last lecture. So he gave a last lecture with a big auditorium,
Yeah.
and he talked about how to achieve your childhood dreams. And he wanted to become an astronaut. So that's what I'm saying. But he couldn't because he couldn't see. I mean, he had glasses. You can have glasses when you want to go to space and you want to be an astronaut. So he's like, okay, what is the next best thing that I can do? And the next best thing is like that NASA in America offers like those flights where they train astronauts. So the plane goes up and down like this. And then while it goes up and down, you have like free fall for like 10 seconds. And that's almost like in space. So he's like, okay, then I'm going to do that. And then he worked towards that goal and
Yeah.
figured out like, how can I get into that program with my students?
Yeah.
And then like, it's a long story, but then eventually he made it in there. And he's like, see, you can aim for like high stuff, but
Yeah.
you can't achieve it. But then you just figure out, okay, what's the next best thing? This. Oh, okay, cool. And so that's just an anecdote right now, but I just like it, and I tell it to my students all the time because I like it. And the second thing is what he also said, and what I also like is he said, even if you try to achieve like some high goals,
Yeah.
sometimes you fail because that's life. But then from failing you learn, and then
Yeah.
you can build on that.
Yeah.
What
I
do you
like
think?
that.
It's like, okay, nice.
Yeah.
when did you fail and then build on something? When your clients fail and then maybe just after they fail, they're like, okay, now I'm really gonna try or something like this.
You mean like my failing or my clients failing?
Either. Well, I mean,
Either,
whatever you're
right?
more comfortable sharing.
All right. Okay. So let's say, can we just kind of okay? You know anything about mindset, right? The fix and growth mindset. Have you ever heard of that?
Let's hear from you.
Okay, so I will go back to what you
Yeah,
asked me
sure.
to suppose is kind of like this is related. So basically, the fixed mindset is like you kind of like you judge yourself from the end result.
Okay.
Let's say if you're not success on weight loss, you're a failure.
Okay.
People gonna look that you're stupid. It's a
Mhm.
shame. That is a fixed mindset.
Okay.
There's no way you can develop from that because
Right.
you have that fixed.
Right.
And then there's a growth mindset, which is the opposite of
Okay.
that. So the growth mindset is about learning.
Okay.
It's about developed mindset. So if you have this growth mindset, there's no failing.
Mhm.
It's about learning.
Okay.
So to go back to what you said, I would just tell my client that you're not really failing.
Yeah.
You're learning.
Yeah.
Even if you're not being success, like you can take everything in this world, whatever you do in your
Yeah.
life, as a learning.
Yeah.
So you learn from your mistake,
Right.
and that's how you grow, or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Does that make sense?
that makes sense. So of course, I mean the growth mindset is then you grow from whatever you do, be
Yeah.
it success, be it failures, and then you
Yeah.
grow and build up on that. Okay. Okay. And then can you give us an example?
An example.
Well, when it either happened to you or to a client, they say, okay, now they failed here, but then they build up on that and they actually grew as a person or as a fitness person. I don't know.
Well, okay. For example, like my client.
Yeah.
If they, let's say, they're not really, like lose weight to where they, like let's say from, I don't know, 55, they want to go down to 50.
Okay.
But they just, like maybe 52, 53.
Mhm.
But like they work hard.
Okay.
Like they work hard, they do everything that I say, but somehow they still can't, hit that number
Yeah.
that, they want. I would just tell them that, like this result is not going to happen
Right.
overnight. So it's kind of like if you're going to fail,
Yeah.
it means like you fail forward and you learn from it.
Right.
But I don't want you to just stop here and kind of like think that this is, like you're still learning. So what can you do better? Like what are you missing here? Maybe you need to look at how you cook your food or something like
Right.
that. So you just like tell them that this is not like you're not failing yet until you stop.
Right.
You just like keep going and keep learning.
Okay. Yeah. Fair.
Mm.
I like that because like I said, lots of people look at like just like yes or no.
Exactly, and then
yeah.
they feel bad, and like this, oh my god, I did, like it's a shame, or
No.
people think that I'm stupid or something like that. I don't want you to look like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You always have to look at also like where you came from and then like where you're going and where you're right now. And then, yeah,
Exactly.
I like this. Okay, that's the fix in the growth mindset. Okay. We also already talked like I was just looking at like some of the notes that we had, and you also already talked about like the transformation from inside out. Like
Yeah.
I like that very much because I think it's important. But also question to that when I was thinking about what I want to ask you. So because you said like you have this holistic approach, right? So not only body but also mind. And what I realized very often now these days is also that lots of people have like, how do I say that like politically correct? have like those mental, not I don't want to say problems, but I like mentally not fully like happy. Like how can you help them, or how do we help them, or how do people get out of this? Like I'm not sure if you understand what I'm saying,
I
but
think so. You mean like some people
There's
just
some
not happy with
mental
their life?
blocks. I mean they are like happy in terms of like they
Yeah.
have a normal life, but still they're not like happy.
Yeah. Okay, I can give you one example from my client.
Yeah.
Okay. Before she met me, she doesn't know anything about this fix and growth mindset.
Right.
Then when she started to listen to like a podcast like this,
Okay.
then she kind of okay, so I can shift my mindset from a fixed to growth mindset. and then she started to like into these like personal development.
Yeah.
And then she told me that at work she's like very stressed.
Right.
She feels like like she could kill someone. Like everyone around her is just making her stressed.
Right.
Then I just talk to her that maybe it's not those external factor. Maybe
Okay.
it's from the
Okay.
inside. Maybe you need to stop looking what others do to you. Maybe you
Okay.
need to stop and look at yourself.
Right.
So I teach her to do like meditation,
Okay.
and then she's kind of like, like she find that calm and that peace. And
Right.
then she said she can't tell people, like she can't tell something not to happen to her, but she can control how she reacts.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's just kind of like a mindset shift for her. So now she's
Right.
become like more happy and just
Is it the one that you also shared on Instagram? On your Instagram, you shared like a message from like a client or something who said like she had like issues like sleeping or something like this, and then she started to like meditate.
That's
or whatever,
the thing, because like all my clients have to check in with me every week, and like every week I get to see like how they progress and how they shift their mindset and their behavior. It's just I love that. So
Nice. Okay, yeah, cool. That makes sense, right? Sometimes it's like you think like I hate everybody, but actually we have to like figure out like how to like. Just for the record, I don't want to kill anyone in work. I love you all. Sometimes. Just saying. Okay, so everyone is safe. Okay, interesting. So what you're saying basically, and see like more smooth transitions here. What you're basically saying is that you have to be okay with yourself first, and have to figure out like how do you react to things, and like how do you see yourself and who you are before you can actually like change something, right?
Yeah. So basically, just start from you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So this means like you have to love yourself. Oh, I feel like Justin Bieber.
Self-love.
Okay, hashtag self-love. But it's true what you said, right? If you love yourself, then you're more confident, then you're like happier.
Yeah, definitely.
And then you can achieve like your bodily goals or your goals at work or whatever. Because it's just so much easier.
You have to love yourself first, and then you can.
And in order to achieve that, you say meditation helps. Meditation
helps a lot in terms of like self-love, in terms of make you calm.
Okay.
Like reduce stress.
Have you? That was my follow-up question. I tried very hard to meditate. So when I was like a few months ago, I was like in a bad situation in terms of like personal stuff, and I'm like, I need to figure things out. And then I tried to find out how to meditate. Yeah. Then I downloaded all the applications like Headspace and whatnot, and I got so mad at it because it pops out like, hey, did you meditate? I'm like, shut up. And then I tried some of those lessons where you guided meditation, where you listen to those people, and I got so mad at the voice of the dude that I was listening to. I'm like, I hate your voice right now. Leave me alone. But maybe that was also me because I was like so preoccupied with like my thoughts and my anger. But yeah, so what do you say is like the best way to start like meditation? Don't say Headspace.
If you don't like Headspace, you don't have to use Headspace. Right. When I first started meditation, like in like because I'm Buddhist, like in a Buddhist way, because it's kind of like a way of life, right? Okay. So what I do, I would just sit down in a quiet place. Okay. And for the first time, you just kind of like take a deep breath in first, like into your nose and then out to your mouth, like 3 times, just to kind of like right, okay, telling yourself, I'm about to meditation now. And then when you first start to do meditation, you're gonna have a lot of thoughts. Yeah, exactly. It's like a monkey mind, right? It's just kind of like
it's too quiet. Everything is on, and your mind goes crazy.
Which is normal. Yeah. And if you try to stop it, like if you force to stop it, the more you try to do that, it's going to resist you.
Exactly. It's just getting worse.
It's just the same thing. It's just, let's say like your heart or your liver function, you can't tell them to stop. Yeah. Right? So basically you can't force your brain to stop as well. So let it wander, let it go, and then once kind of like
suffer, okay.
I know, at the beginning, I know, yeah. Once you know that, if you kind of, oh my god, you caught yourself, okay, my mind is just, running, gently try to bring your awareness back to your breathing. Okay. And I know at the beginning it just itchy, your pain and this and that. Just kind of start from like 5 minutes first. Right. and it's like when you train your muscle.
Right.
Okay, so you have to keep doing it.
Okay.
And the more you do it, the more you get better at this. But
Okay.
like I said at the beginning, 5 minutes, it feels like 5 hours.
Yes.
I know that. I've been there.
I
I know
waiting for a
that.
timer to go. I'm like,
Yeah,
isn't it 5 minutes already? Come on.
I know. But if you just kind of like hang in there, I promise it gets better.
Okay.
You just 5, 10, and then 10 minutes, and then
Alright.
later on, like for now, for me, if my mind is okay, you need to stop and just.
Okay.
It's just you train your mind. But
Yeah.
at the beginning, it's not tame.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to spend time.
That's a nice way to put it, though, because that motivates me. Like, the hell, I can
Yeah.
train everything. Damn it, I'm not gonna give up. Okay, it works. That is
No,
motivating.
that's the thing. And sometimes like like I can do anything. I can train my body and
Exactly.
but the mind's really
Right.
the most difficult one. And if you can train your mind.
That is true. I think that's also the reason why I like, for example, I'm going back to that. I like Muay Thai so much because it's the only time in the day where my mind gets calm because you have to focus so much on
Exactly.
what you're doing, and you're so tired. And that's the only time of the day, like for like I don't know 60, 90 minutes, 2 hours where my mind isn't going crazy. So I would like to have like meditation as like an additional thing, like when do you meditate? Morning, evening, whenever you feel.
If I have
crazy.
time, if I have time in the morning,
Okay.
I do it in the morning, and at night just to kind of shut down everything.
Okay.
Yeah, I try to do it every day.
Okay. And then so you do it also in the evening and before you sleep, or when?
Before sleep.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, morning and night.
Okay. Because I also have like some sleeping issues over the last few months. So I didn't sleep well. Now it's okay, but I didn't sleep. And I read like that meditation can help you there too. But
Definitely.
that's when I tried it, and that's when my mind went completely nuts, and I'm like, okay, that's not working. Let's turn on the music.
How many
Distraction.
times have you tried that, like meditation at night, and then
I know.
you couldn't?
I tried like 5, 6 times maybe for a week or so, like almost every day.
Right,
And then I'm like,
okay.
oh god, it's not working. I need distraction. Then just like turn on the TV or turn on the
Yeah.
music just to distract you until you fall asleep. Right now it's better, so I'm okay. But yeah, so maybe I should try it now again. Now that I'm
Yeah,
feeling less preoccupied. I will let you know how my meditation experiment will go. 30 days challenge, meditation.
I like that.
Let's see. You also said that in our notes. I'm cheating here. I thought I remember everything, but you also said that discipline is important.
Yeah.
And how do you build discipline? Because that's also one thing that I think I have discipline, so I'm like okay with it. Cause I mean German, come on. But what's that face? But so I hate when people, either students in my class
Yeah.
or people that I was coaching in my teams, when they didn't have discipline.
Yeah.
But I understand not everybody has the same
Yeah.
idea of discipline. So
Okay.
how do you teach that?
So I'm gonna give you easy example about me. Okay, about my discipline, and I think that's what I love about weight training
Okay.
as well. So basically, I wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. I I meditate, do my journal, and then I have
Right.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Okay, in the morning, and then let's say if I have to train at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
I have to have my lunch 2 hours before that.
Okay.
So sometimes I work and I forget to eat, but now I just kind of like set my alarm clock, so I know that okay, maybe like 11:30 I have to start cooking, so that by 12 I have to eat that meal, because if I don't eat that meal by the time 2 p.m. I'm so full and
Yeah.
I won't be able to train.
I know
So
the feeling. Yeah.
yeah,
Makes
so
sense.
that's a discipline, and then with my training, I do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, 2 p.m. So I block that first, 2 p.m. for my training, and then I work around that.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Understand.
so yeah, and in terms of like eating as well, like I have to make sure that I like with the protein, carbs, fat, and everything, and then maybe on the weekends I can have some fun a little bit. I can kind of like enjoy a little bit, because like on weekdays like I have the discipline. So basically I would say this.
I like how I said at the weekend I can have some fun. Maybe I can enjoy my life a little bit. During the week it's terrible. I hate my life. But at the weekend I have a little bit of fun.
Yeah. So basically like discipline will like help you achieve things in life.
Okay.
Yeah.
True. And it's again like during this whole podcast, it's not
Yeah.
only for sports, it's also for life.
Yeah, that's
It's
yeah.
true, right?
I mean,
It's true,
sport
right?
is just a part of life,
It's true,
so
right? Yeah.
I like
agree.
that.
I always like try to avoid using a calendar like to schedule my life. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not that old. I don't need to do it. That's stupid. That's what old people do. That's what like boring people do. But actually, it helps. Like I I have like before I go, if I have to start work at 9 or
Yeah.
at 9:30, I'm at the gym at 7, for example,
Yeah.
and I have it in my calendar. Like
Yeah.
go gym 7 to 8:30, then go straight to work. So I have this, and then in the evening I have like Muay Thai, and I block
Yeah.
this. And like I said, I try to plan completely around that. So because that's in there,
That's good.
and then do the same thing with work, of course. I mean, work is like in the big
Yeah.
part, obviously, in there, but you try then to schedule things around there. Yeah, so that makes sense. Be more disciplined, people. Hashtag discipline challenge. We should have like a Sari X discipline challenge. Tag her. That's how you form discipline. Yeah. How's it with your clients? Is it like you have a talk with them about like why discipline is important, and then they're like, oh yeah, that makes sense, or is it like they're like, yeah, but then they slack off again? And if they slack off, what do you do?
I would say they're pretty okay with this because
Okay.
you know, like most of my clients, they, you know, like they either have their own business or they work in a,
Right.
you know, like a higher end organization, so
Okay.
they have the discipline enough. But
Low key
sometimes,
showing off here. Yeah.
but sometimes they just, you know, kind of like they forget to, yeah.
Right. How do they forget you sometimes when they say they have training schedule with you and then they're not
No,
showing
I
or
mean like
something?
sometimes they forget about the discipline, about
Okay.
you know, like time management or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, they're already okay with that. Yeah.
Okay. Did anyone ever forget that they have training with you? And
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would get so mad if I was just wondering if you would get like mad and then
Yeah.
Okay. I like how you low key dropping like the next buzzword, like time management. So that's also part of like then what you do obviously, but also
Yes.
what you tell your clients to do.
Yes, definitely.
Okay. All right. So that goes hand in hand with like planning and like making space for your training and things like this,
Yeah.
like taking it serious.
Yeah.
That's also random shout out here or thought right now, but someone coming from Germany, I'm I'm so picky about time.
Yeah.
Because I mean that's just our thing, somewhat. And in Thailand it's not a thing. That's the one thing. After years here, I'm cool with almost everything. Sabai, my life, it's all good. But if you're coming like an hour late when we're supposed to meet, I get furious. I mean, I don't do anything because saving face, and I'm in Thailand, so I'm like, yeah, my life, but I'm angry inside, and it takes forever for me to let it go. Just saying.
Aw.
Just so timing is really important. Don't be late. Yeah. You also mentioned that like journaling is important, right? Like the writing down in your journal, like
Journal, yeah.
Yeah. So that's like your progress. Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
So, have you ever heard of this 5 Minutes Journal from Tim Ferriss?
Yeah, I'm familiar with Tim Ferriss. I started with the 4-hour work week back then, so I'm following him. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, I've been doing this, you know, like 5 Minutes Journal.
Yeah.
For like for years now.
What for those who don't know, what is it?
Okay. So basically, the journal, you're gonna start with, you know, like 3 things that you're grateful for, and okay, so for the 3 things that you're grateful for, why do we do that? Because, you know, like sometimes in life when you have some problem or something like that, if you practice to be grateful for what you have in your life, you know, like some people, they don't even have, you know, like a roof over their head or something like that, that helps you kind of,
Right.
you know, in your life. So start with 3 things that you're grateful for, and then what would make today great, like 3 things.
Yeah.
So basically that day, how you want your day to be, you know, let's say, I'm gonna pick up, you know, like call this client and talk to the person, or maybe it's just like a small stuff like, okay, today I'm just gonna smile at my colleague or something like that. You know, it doesn't have to be
That's
big.
so difficult.
Yeah. And then daily affirmation. So
Right.
basically what you repeat to yourself every day.
Yeah.
Every day, eventually, you know, it's going to get into your subconscious mind.
Okay.
So you can say, you know, like I'm confident or something like that.
Yeah.
Daily affirmation. And then at the end of the night, you would say, what do you say at the end of the night? Okay, 3 amazing things that happened today.
Okay.
So it's kind of like you celebrate your small win.
Okay.
Maybe today you close the deal, or
Okay.
maybe today you smile with that person. That
Okay.
could be your small win.
Okay.
You know, so basically, if you celebrate your small win every day, it's going to build up your confidence. Okay, and then the last thing would be, how can you make today even better? It's
Right.
kind of like, you know, maybe today you could have cut sugar or something
Right.
like that. So maybe tomorrow you can do that.
Okay.
So this is like an easy, you know, to start with 5 Minutes Journal.
And now you don't need to listen to Tim Ferriss anymore because we have it on here. Taking
someone,
Tim
yeah.
Ferriss to audience. Yeah, I like it.
For someone that never done it journaling, and I have, you know, like my clients, they never write. They was like, I don't know what I'm grateful for in my life.
Right.
I don't know what to write. So just maybe at first you can just kind of like write down how's your day been today. You know, you can write down how are you feeling at your training today. Start with easy stuff.
Yeah.
And then you can go deeper.
Do you revisit that, or do you make them revisit what they wrote down then later on, or is it just like
They-
write it down, see it once, and then you move on?
They can, if they want to kind of like,
Right, that's
go
fine.
back and say, oh my God, at that day, this is what
Right.
happened to me and that's how I deal with it.
Right.
Or, like sometimes I just write and I don't go
Okay.
back. But sometimes
Okay.
I go back and say, oh my God, that day,
Right.
this is what happened to me and I could,
Right.
So you don't have to if you don't want to.
Okay.
But,
Right. Interesting. So I'm not doing this 5-minute journal exactly, but what I do right now, and should I say this on camera? What I do right now every night. No, not that. What I do right now every night is I record stuff. So I'm talking kind of like I verbalize those things, like what was good, what was bad, what should I
That's
improve.
good.
I'm not writing down. I hate writing. B, I usually do it when I'm like in bed and I'm like, okay, now my mind is calming down. So I'm like, I don't want to turn the lights now to write, and I'm just saying it more or less. But I have it on record, so I could revisit it. I never do it because I don't like to listen to my voice. But so like I do something similar. So I do agree that helps because it makes you if you write it down or you say it, it makes it to get it out of the mind, which is good.
Okay, I like that. Yeah.
It's like you have to get it out somewhat, and then I hear myself saying it. You see yourself writing it. You're like, oh yeah, right. That's actually kind of cool. And then I think you can move on thinking like basing your thoughts on what you actually just let out. If that makes any sense, I'm not sure.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
No, this is something that that I like about journaling as well, because like in some day I'm upset, I'm angry, and then like I have those emotions, right?
Right.
And let's say you need some place to kind of like dump that emotion.
Yeah.
You don't want to just kind of like go at your partner or something
Right.
like that. And then again, you don't want to suppress it because it's not
Right.
healthy. So journaling is kind of like you dump that emotion down.
Right.
Like this is how I this and that, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, I let it out already. Now I feel better.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that's one
I
way
think
of
so too.
yeah.
Yeah, it's better than just keeping it in and
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
like your client, I really want to kill everybody at work. Because, don't do that. Okay, cool. We're hitting the 1 hour mark already.
Oh,
Can you believe that?
Wow, oh wow.
Yeah, and I try to not make it too obvious, but I'm kind of like looking at our notes and we kind of hit almost everything, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we forget anything that you wanted to let the people know that are now like?
No, I think that cover everything about like mindset and
Well,
like
let the people know. Like I put this at the end. If you see it now, it's at the end again. Where can the people reach you if they want to stalk you? I mean, if they want to work with you, don't stalk her.
You can find me on Instagram because I'm quite active on that. So Sari Fitness.
Right.
At Sari Fitness.
Also, you've got a website that's pretty cool.
And a website as well.
I like it.
sarifitness.com.
Yeah,
Easy.
go there. Exactly. Nice. Okay. Famous last words. Do you want to say any famous the quote that we put on the banner? Like no pressure. Let's see. Famous last words.
You mean like a quote?
Yeah.
or...
That's what's gonna make you famous now. So there's gonna be billions of people watching you now, trying to figure out what you want to say.
We should have.
I should have told you before. No, that's much more fun like this.
Oh my god. Oh, this is tough.
Yeah.
I have many quotes.
That you like? Or I mean, you come up with many quotes by yourself.
Yeah, but-
You just quote me.
Oh, how about you quote me first?
I quote you first.
Yeah.
No, don't put me on a spot like this. It's my
See,
show.
Suzanne?
It's
Just give me some time.
It's my podcast. I put other people on the spot.
Okay, what's your favorite quote?
My favorite quote?
Yeah.
I don't do quotes.
I don't know, your favorite whatever you want to give to your
So my favorite quote, so to speak, is like from this guy that I mentioned earlier, Randy Pausch, this professor. And in his book, he said sometimes if you want to achieve your goals, but sometimes it feels like it's very difficult to achieve your goals. It feels like you're running against like a brick wall, and you think like, oh, I can't go through the wall. So you have to figure out a way like around the wall or over the wall. And he says sometimes that's very difficult, but he says that's a good thing. He says those brick walls, metaphor, those brick walls are there for a reason, because they will show you how badly you want something. If there's no wall, then everyone can get to that same goal, and that's kind of boring because then no one would deserve it. So you need those obstacles in your life,
yeah.
and if you overcome the obstacles, then you deserve the reward afterwards because you showed that you really want it. So that's
Okay.
what I kind of like and live by.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
What do okay, that's it's not really a cause, but maybe it's just, you know, like something that I, you know, like that I, what's the word for it? It's like something that I stand for, is what I'm standing
Okay.
for. It's just one thing that I believe. I believe that, you know, like everyone has their own like special gift
Okay.
or like potential within them.
Right.
Okay, and if you have dream or whatever, just, you know, like first of all you have to believe in yourself that you can do it,
Okay.
and then, you know, just bring out that potential, and then just, you know, just do whatever you want to do,
Okay.
because you only have one life. So
It's only one life. YOLO. Oh no, that's the wrong mindset. No, it makes sense. I kid, but it makes complete sense, of course.
Yeah.
Like, you only have one life, you gotta make it count, right? You cannot just wait for everything to
Yeah.
happen. So yeah, put it into action. Nice. Let's end it on this. I think it was fun. I enjoyed it very much. I hope you had fun too, even though I didn't tell you when we started recording.
I was like, what? I could have talked better than that.
Oh, you wanted a better intro? Okay, how shall we do the intro?
Oh, that's all
Let's
right.
make
That's
the
okay.
intro at the end right now. That's what you
No,
want to
it's
have in
just
the intro.
like, is it too late now?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, may I present to you. All right, thank you very much for doing this. We should do this again because I like talking about like fitness and mindset and health and everything. And I will definitely try like meditation to see if I can make it work.
Yeah.
Not with Headspace. No hate towards Headspace. I hope they don't sue me or anything. But I just didn't warm up with the application. But I will try that. Okay, thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Stopping here and there. Stop
How
here
was it?
too. I think it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I just